Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk about something that's an everyday kind of thing that, um, an everyday situation that, well, going on right now. Today's May 21st, 2020, and with the pandemic and all, this is an everyday kind of thing that would especially stick out right now. And some people would say that the people who do that are rather narcissistic, self-centered, self-absorbed, only thinking about themselves. Just put it that way. Or their family and stuff like that. And this is not something new, but now, given that it's the pandemic and what's been going on, I think, like I said, it kind of sticks out, and it's something important to think about. Okay. Okay. It's really something that some people would think, debate about, and I'm the type that believes that people should learn how to agree to disagree, not start any big arguments between people, fuss and fight and all that kind of stuff. But just, different views on it, and there's no name calling to it and anything like that. But I've seen this debated and heard people debate this, and people take different sides of the fence on it. Now, let me get the situation, okay, finally. And it's, okay, it's not about so much, well, I don't know what you would call it. Now, I know what I would call it, but now how I look at it, but, what are other people? Okay, and it's about, like, pretty much not really hoarders, but given this pandemic, how we all went through, and probably we all know about people doing the thing of hoarding toilet paper. Going to the store and buying up all the toilet paper and other paper products, we call them Kleenex, but it doesn't have to be that brand. Yeah, and paper towels. And I remember at one point during all this, I ordered mine. At first I was ordering it to be delivered, and now sometimes some stuff is, we have delivered, depending on which store we buy it from. But now Adam, past few weeks, I guess, he's been going to, we order them for them to shop for them and pick them up, because we're both diabetic and older, and he's older than I. And it's not really safe for us to go do our own shopping, and we can here, okay? It's not, you pay a monthly fee and so forth. And right now, the pickup where we go there's no pickup fee. So anyway, so we're not hoarding. I'm going to put this out there. We're not the type to hoard. I was actually behind. I don't want to go through that whole story I had before. We were actually behind because we used to eat out a lot. We're not eating out anymore, and so it's, we have to buy more. I've been having to buy more since March, when they first made those recommendations to get ahead, a couple weeks or so, in groceries and stuff like that. Whatever you need for your home. Well, yeah. That's when at some point after that is when I started hearing so much about people hoarding toilet paper and stuff, toilet paper, and for some reason it was water back then too. And now I've known that people do this hoarder. I knew the people back when they were doing the, couponing and stuff. A lot of people were deep into that, and they would hoard stuff. They'd have their whole garage, whole rooms full of product that I can't imagine them ever using up. And I've known a lot of people who do, like, shopping videos. They were into hoarding and stuff. In that sense, that they bought stuff that they didn't need, but they just bought them. Okay, then with the pandemic, like we know, people were hoarding toilet paper, and that's what they called it. The name of the word hoarding can be different use of it, but yeah. Okay. And the thing that I remember before this pandemic and all, say last year, years before then even, is that people would get angry, like if somebody online, they're like, you can join groups and about people doing shopping videos or shopping hauls and stuff, and they put them on like a Facebook group or wherever, and or they make videos. I used to make shopping videos. But I was never a hoarder, okay, went to hoard. But some people wound up having debates about, is it right for somebody, I'll get to this one, is it right for somebody to go into a store, okay, grocery store or Dollar Tree? Dollar Tree seemed to be the common one. um, or anything, like they have something on sale. And this is nothing new. This, I think, since I was young. But they have something, some item on sale, or, whatever. And people would go in, not everybody, just this type would go in, and they would buy everything that was on the shelf. Not leave anything, and that's the argument people would say, they're not leaving anything for anybody else. Now, on the other side, some people are indifferent and all that, but on the other side, some were like, that's wrong, and some were, well, that's just fine, that's right, they can do whatever they want to. Sure, you can do everything you want to, but what about other people? Now, you have the people on one side who are more self-centered. Some would call it narcissistic these days. They're very narcissistic, and I really wish my neighbor would stop coming out when I'm out here. Seriously. Neighbors. It's a married couple, and they always do that. But almost always. And especially since it's been raining. But they just, anyway. Real life happens in the middle of a video, but yeah, these are people who, on one side of it, some people are saying that's wrong. Other people are shopping, they need to get these items too. And those people who are hoarding all of them, going and buying all of it, you can look at a shelf and you can see, say if it's 15, 20 items, and they're going to take all of them and that's on sale and go. I think some of the stores, since I was young, have changed it to where you could only buy so many items because of those types of people. Those types of people who do these things, and this is my view, are the ones that cause everybody problems. Okay? The self-centered, like I said, some would just say narcissistic people, that's all about them, and them and their family, or whatever, really them. In that type, it would really be them, in my view. But, yeah, they make it all about themselves. And they make it problems for the other people. Then the other people are limited. They can't buy, they can't get, they're not going to buy out the whole store. But say they want 4, and the store says, no, you can only buy 2 because of that type. You see? So, but there's been so much debate about this. Some people think that, like some, I remember seeing something, one time somebody was talking about this, that they had these kinds of drinks, some kind of drinks, like energy drinks, or not, maybe it wasn't energy, but, something, people like that. It's not soda, but something in between that. And they were delivered to some store, and on top of them was, wrapped around the neck of the bottle of it were coupons, okay? And somebody mentioned that the person actually took off all the coupons to save off each bottle to save themselves. That happened. And the other one was they bought all the bottles so they could get the coupons and use them, themselves. They just bought all of them. But the other thing was that the person took all the coupons. That's stealing. That's theft. No matter how you shake it. Okay, so maybe it wasn't that. I don't remember now. That was years ago. Yeah, so, but they took the coupons off and put them on other ones, something. I can't remember the story now, to tell you the truth. I really can't. But it was like, that is the ultimate selfish. Not only, or that some of them didn't have it on it, so they only bought all the ones that had it on it. Yeah, something like that. And that's selfish. But there is this big debate, okay, that I've seen, of those who even care. Some people, they don't care. And, they just move on. Or some people wouldn't be associated in any way where they would hear that. There's lots of different things that people can feel and think about that and do. But to me, that's the ultimate selfish. You don't clear a shelf of some item just because you want it. It's kind of like they're immature little children, say that somebody has a candy bowl and they come to the, immature child comes to, or sees some candy and they take all of the candy for themselves. Yeah, and then now these are adults. Those turn adults. And they're only thinking about themselves. They don't care about anybody else having any piece of that candy, or any kind of candy. I find it disgusting, to tell you the truth, that people are that. I have trouble as it is with narcissistic people or anybody has any of those types of behaviors. I do. I'm so sick of them. I've seen too many in my life. I am sick of them. But anyway, how do you see it? I mean, what I've learned is the people who agree with it, they're the ones who are also doing it. And then the other people are, of course, the ones who don't do it. Yeah, and like I said, there are other types that they don't care and all that. But what about you? How do you see it? And why would you see it that way? Not just, don't just say what side you see, but why do you see it that way? I know why I do. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'll talk to you on another video. Bye.